All right, everyone, we are going to talk now about what state is best to own a cryptocurrency held LLC or corporation. Really easy, right? It sort of isn't. There's differences between states, and there's some little things like privacy and some other things, fees and stuff that we want to get into. So guys, we're talking, I know you've got two main ones in your head, Nevada and Wyoming, right? All right, cool. So let's just dive into those because those are the top two states in the entire country. Right? Okay.
Correct.
Why? Who wants to go first?
Well, Nevada and Wyoming offer excellent asset protection. They protect the single member LLC. They compete with each other to be the best.
Nice.
Nevada has asset protection, the charging order protection for corporate shares. It's the only state that offers asset protection for corporate shares.
Nice.
So if you're setting up a corporation, Nevada is the place to go. Okay. Wyoming is less expensive than Nevada and offers the privacy. They don't list your name on the state website. Okay. But Wyoming has this little franchise fee that Ted can talk about that Nevada doesn't. So in some cases, if you're going to have over $2 million in assets in a Wyoming-based LLC account, then you're better off using Nevada. So why don't you talk about the franchise fee?
Definitely. So it's a fraction of 1% on the assets that are held inside the Wyoming LLC. Okay. So that's where if you hold land in Wyoming or you set up a business bank account with the Wyoming LLC, you get the EIN number, you set up a business bank account for it. Okay. Wyoming has a franchise fee on the assets that are held inside the Wyoming LLC. Okay. And it's a fraction of 1%. I mean, I'm a lawyer, so I'm not a good math guy.
Good news,
but it's like 0.000062.
Okay.
But what you need to know is that Wyoming's annual filing fee is $62 a year. Nevada's is about $350. Oh. And so we calculated it that with the franchise fee in Wyoming and the $62, if you have more than $2 million in assets in that LLC,
in Wyoming, based in
Wyoming, then you would be paying less money in Nevada. Because Nevada's just a flat $350 right now.
Gotcha.
Whereas Wyoming, it's the $62 plus the franchise fee.
Okay, gotcha.
And so, if it's more than $2 million, in that situation, we recommend a Nevada LLC. Okay. But what I've seen is a lot of people starting out in crypto and brokerage accounts, they're comfortable using a Wyoming.
Oh, yeah.
Just
they don't have that much usually.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Usually it's below the $2 million threshold, and they don't want their name listed on the Secretary of State's website.
I don't blame them.
So you get above $2 million, you just set up a new Wyoming LLC, which is good asset protection anyway, to have two LLCs instead of one LLC owning $10 million in it.
Yeah. Now, if you did that and you went the full-blown route where you had institutional trading accounts and stuff, so you might have to set up a second one. Yeah. But if you were just to hold into a secondary LLC a certain amount of crypto, then that would be fine, right? Yep. Okay, as long as they're not intermingling. Right. All right, cool. So that makes sense. So in my mind, Wyoming for individuals, Nevada, it's great for corporations and business that want to hold Bitcoin or cryptocurrency on their dockets or their ledger, their balance sheet. Yeah. Jeez, I'm going to get there eventually.
We're not good at accounting.
I know, yeah.
Well, I'm going in between crypto and taxes. Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. So that makes a lot of sense. So besides, the amount and if it's a private person as opposed to a company that wants to do business in crypto, what are some other ins and outs between those two? Because Wyoming has Armor 8 protection. Right? Can you explain that a little bit? Yeah, because this is a different course. Can you explain? Oh, it does. Can you explain what Armor 8 is and why it's important?
The Uniform Commercial Code, Article 8, allows for certificated securities to be held in the state where they're issued, Nevada or Wyoming. Okay. We put them in a safe deposit box. It's the law of Nevada and Wyoming is that if someone's suing you and they want to get at that certificate, they have to fight through the Nevada courts or the Wyoming courts to get at that certificate. So it's another layer of protection. Gotcha. And it's a very affordable asset protection technique that we offer here at Corporate Direct.
Yeah, and then it's essentially taking the share certificates and putting them in a a deposit box.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. And so California attorneys would say, well, you own a Wyoming LLC.
Yeah.
That's personal property. You live in California. We're going to go after it in California.
Yeah.
Armor 8 says no. The certificate, which represents ownership of the LLC, is in Wyoming. If you want to get at that asset, you have to fight through Wyoming. Nice. And that's what you want.
I love it. Well, guys, you heard it from the pros. There are 2 top states for owning a cryptocurrency LLC, or a company that holds crypto in its company, inside of its entity, is Nevada or Wyoming. They both have really great differences. They also have some really cool things that they do together, like the Armor 8 protection. So go ahead and take a look at it. I'll put a link down below to Corporate Direct's services. Remember, $100 off the formation of an entity and a 15-minute free consultation if you want to check that out. All right, with that being said, let's move on to the next lesson.